Hey, hello. Lost the picture. How you doing, everybody? Thanks again for joining us for another episode of GC Community Chat. We hope we're all doing well. We have another great show for you tonight. We are pleased to have back with us Kim Marquette, the president and curator at the Straight Farmhouse Museum. She'll be here shortly to talk about several upcoming events planned for the farmhouse. And also, she is the Autos for Autism. She's on that committee. And we'll also share how this year's Autos for Autism event will be a little different due to the COVID-19 and how you can participate. Also, Dr. Tom will be here shortly with the latest weather forecast for us. And guess what? He's back. Yes, Mike will be here with a few updates and share with us what's going on and what's starting to happen in the city. So grab your favorite beverage or snack, and we hope that you'll join us for the next hour or so. Another busy one, so let's get to it. This is episode number 486. It is Thursday, June 25th, 2020. I am your host, Carrie, and also joining me tonight, Doppler Tom. How you doing, Tom?
Doing well. How are you guys tonight?
Doing good, good. And welcome back, longtime resident and former city councilman, Mr. Mike Jones. Let's bring Mike in. How you doing, Mike?
Excellent, Carrie. Glad to be back. Having a great day as usual.
We're glad to have you back for sure. We've missed you, man. We miss that singing.
Yeah, well, I miss socializing with people. I'll tell you.
I'll tell you,
staying at home by yourself,
it's been,
TV and what have you,
it's been
getting
rough.
Pretty dull.
It has been rough. Yeah, now everything's in rerun, so nothing's even new, for God's sake. Hey, we want to thank all the surrounding communities who tune in every Thursday night and listen and watch our show. We want you to know that your support is greatly appreciated. And remember, if your community has any events or announcements, what do you do, Mike?
You get that information to us, and we'll be glad to publicize them.
Right. I don't list all of them anymore. It's just too many people watch now, and we're happy that they do. So, yeah, send that information to us by email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or you can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com, and we'll be more than happy to announce that information for you. Right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you have any questions or comments for our guest tonight, and if you're watching us on Facebook, I want you to go ahead and type them questions in the comment section. And when you do, if you'd put a Q next to it or in front of it, that would be greatly appreciated. That way I can see the questions easier. And I'll do my best to get them on the screen for you, and we'll get those questions answered. You can also text your questions to 734-788-9319. All right, let's get Tom in here now for a check of the weather. And then we're going to spend some time chatting with our guest, Kim Marquette from the Straight Farmhouse. So let's cue Tom up. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. How you doing, Tom? How you doing?
The famous saying, April showers will bring May flowers, is
Jerry, come on. You messed it. Oh, wait, he got it this time.
I got it. Go ahead. How you doing?
You're good.
There's a different one in there, and I keep forgetting. I got to delete that.
Write that down right now.
I'm going to. I did.
Notepad, so
I made a mental note of
yes,
it.
We're doing well. We're doing well here over here. We definitely could use some rain. Definitely been on the drier side. Over the last few weeks, I mean, we see a little bit of rain at times, but it's nothing that we really are going to soak up and really enjoy because it's just brief rain that moves on and off, and it moves out pretty quickly. But for the rest of tonight, overall, it's been a great day out there. A little bit warmer today than the last few days, but definitely still pretty sunny out there. And it's going to be fairly clear tonight. Temperatures are going to bottom out into the lower 60s for an overnight low. And as we get into tomorrow, temperatures are definitely going to rise into the upper 80s to lower 90s tomorrow ahead of our next system. So it's definitely going to be a warm and very humid day out there. And the majority of the day will be dry. I don't see any problems throughout the day. So if you have any outdoor plans or want to get out and about, it's definitely going to be a dry day out there. But then as we get into dusk and after sunset is when our chances of rain begin to increase. I'm not too concerned, in my opinion, about severe weather. I don't think we're going to really be getting into that. It's just going to be some heavy rain moving through as these storms really begin to migrate down into our area. And the reason why is because the timing of it, it's going to be toward more after sunset. So you're going to lose a lot of that instability and destabilization in the atmosphere. So you're just going to deal with a weakening system of moving into our region. So we're definitely going to see rain. It's definitely going to be after probably 8 o'clock and after sunset. Some of that rain will be heavy at times, but it's going to be not here too long. As we get into a Saturday morning, the majority of that rain will be gone, and the majority of Saturday will be dry. So I don't really see any problems on Saturday either. Temperatures will probably increase into the mid-80s, so it's not really going to cool down over the weekend behind this system. And that trend will continue into Sunday as well, with temperatures again into the mid to upper 80s for high temperatures. So that's kind of the synopsis of what's really going to be going on across the next 36 to 48 hours and into the weekend. But now we're going to get into next week and into the first week of July. And this is going to be kind of a concerning time, in my opinion, because we're going to really see a dry pattern really develop, and we're going to see a heat wave develop across the entire region. I see temperatures into all of next week and into the beginning of July as well, and into mid-July. We're going to probably see temperatures at 90 or above for the entire rest of that period.
Oh, boy.
So we're definitely going to see temperatures on the increase as we get into next week. Monday, we'll probably see temperatures again into the mid to upper 80s. Then as we get into Tuesday and on, temperatures will probably be into the lower to mid 90s for that extended period of time. I don't really see temperatures cooling down for the foreseeable future after we get past the weekend. The reason why is because we're going to get into what is called like an omega block, which basically means no weather systems are really going to be moving in, so I'm not really concerned about rain as we get into next week as well. And you're definitely going to have to keep tuned for the watering concerns, because we're definitely going to see a pretty significant drought begin to develop. It's starting to slowly creep into the state of Michigan. The drought monitor just came out today, and it's really starting to get into the southern counties across the state, and that will probably significantly impact us more as we get into the following week. So I just wanted to briefly give a heads up to everybody. If you're planning a lot of outdoor activities, it's definitely going to be on the hotter side as we get into the 4th of July holiday weekend out there. So I just wanted to briefly mention that, because that is something that is going to be a big story as we get into the following of next week. Expanding outward and talking about some other weather, it's definitely been active. There's been a lot of storminess across the central United States and across the southern United States, with a lot of storms moving through. The West is continuing to deal with a lot of heat, especially the southwestern United States. They're trying to get a handle on those wildfires, but that just takes some time. They're still out there, but they're just beginning to be more contained than they have been the last few weeks. But it's definitely staying dangerously hot out there. The last real story I have is the hurricane season. It's not really doing anything. The reason why is there's a lot of dust. You probably heard about it. It's all across the Atlantic Ocean and into the Caribbean, and it's Saharan air from Africa, and it's moving all across the Caribbean and into the southeastern United States. That won't get up here into Michigan, but it's definitely going to impact some of the southeastern states. And it's just a little bit of dust into the air, making the air a little bit hazy all across the southeastern United States. This is very common. This is not anything that's not uncommon, and it's definitely suppressing the tropical activity. So that's at least some good news. We're a little quiet in the hurricane season. But if you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com, and it will keep you updated. The rain moving through Friday night into early Saturday, and then getting ready for the heat wave as we get into the following week. So all the information's over there.
Yeah, Richard's going to like that.
Oh, Richard's going to be loving all that. Us, not so much.
Hey, I know what I wanted to ask you. The SpaceX crew, when do they do back?
Oh, no.
Do you know?
They're probably going to come back in a couple months. Tomorrow they're doing a spacewalk outside of the International Space Station tomorrow morning. So, yeah, they're up there doing a lot of experiments. So it's probably going to be a couple more months before they come back to Earth.
Oh, okay. Some of you may hear some fireworks. They're already starting the fireworks over here tonight.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
That's only going to increase.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah,
all right.
I think that's Cheryl setting them off in the backyard, Gary.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay. Just a reminder that our show streams live every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. So we hope you'll set aside some time to join us, and be sure to invite your friends to join in as well. Also, if you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat, be sure to follow us, and you'll be reminded whenever our show is streaming live. And while you're there, feel free to leave a review. We would really appreciate it. You can also get more information and contact us as well by visiting our website at gccommunitychat.com. All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. She is very involved in the community. She is the president and curator at the Straight Farmhouse Museum, located right here in Garden City. Please welcome back Miss Kim Marquette. Hi, Kim.
Hi.
How you doing? How are you?
I'm great.
Awesome. What's that?
It's a beautiful thing up there at the Straight Farmhouse.
Yes, it is. It's very nice. So before we get started, I always like to ask our guests everything. Everyone's doing fine. You're all safe. Family's good. Everything. How you coping with these crazy times right now?
It is very different. I'm a teacher dealer, so that's very interesting right now too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the family life and everybody. It's quite different.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really different. All right. So I know that you have a lot to cover tonight, so let's get started with the farmhouse. For those that are not familiar with the farmhouse, go ahead and give them a little background about it and what people can expect when they come and visit you.
Well, the Straight Farmhouse is the home of the Garden City Historical Museum. It's also where we have our grand parlor rental. The farmhouse was started over 15 years ago by three women, Mary Jane Schoberg, Muriel Grima, and Carol Bird. The city, unfortunately, was no longer able to keep up the log cabin, and the three women did not want to lose our history. So they raised $80,000 to put a down payment, and they started the museum up. And the farmhouse is like I said, built in 1866. We call it the Straight Farmhouse because that is the family who built the home. We're the Straight family.
Gotcha. And you're located at 6221 Merriman Road, correct?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. All right. And then we'll get into some of the upcoming events that are going to be taking place. You want to start with that?
Sure. I got my cheat sheet here.
Yeah.
Couple of things that we are excited about is the museum's going to get to reopen.
Yes.
So we're going to reopen on July 8th. Okay. We'll be open for tours once again. And with that, as you can see behind me and around me, we have our quilt display up. There's over 147 quilts on display.
Beautiful.
And our oldest is 1887 quilt that was made, a crazy quilt. Our quilts are all on loan from us. We have award-winning quilts on display that took first place in Michigan State Fairs.
Wow.
And then we have quilts that were made just this year.
Gorgeous.
And they all have different stories behind them. And it's the stories that really are touching for why the different quilts were made or who made them. This one in particular, this is a NICU baby cover. And these are given to the parents, and they're put over those bassinets in the NICU. And the families, when they come in, can find their infant very quickly because they know what blanket is there. Because babies get moved around a lot in the NICUs at different locations. So they always know where their baby is. So there is a group that volunteers to sew these, and they loaned us one so we could tell their story and look for people who like to quilt that might want to help them out making NICU baby quilts.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah. So there's
over 100?
Over 147.
Wow. Now, when does that start? They can come and view them when?
July 8th.
July 8th when you open.
Yep. And also you can contact us for private tours. We will bring groups through. So if you have another time or a group that would like to gather to come through and see them, we are more than happy to set up a time outside of those normal hours.
And please do not touch.
Exactly. And my quilters are the worst. They're the ones that want to get up there and touch everything.
Yeah.
Many of them are behind glass and actually locked. But they're, because of the nature of quilts, they're usually hung, and there's just no way I could put 147 in cases. So yeah, we're going to ask you to no touching.
Yeah. Now that's kind of a social thing too. It can be a social thing making quilts, correct? Where you can get a lot of people making one quilt.
Exactly. And when you come up here, we do have some examples of that that date back to the 30s, where the Presbyterian Church, for a quarter, you wrote your name on a square, and the ladies came back as a fundraiser for the quarter, and they stitched your name in it, and they're called signature quilts.
Oh, wow.
Or a family would gather together and they would create a signature quilt as well. So we actually have, if you're familiar with the street Bach, we have Mr. and Mrs. Bach's wedding photo here, and we do have their family quilt on display with their family members who signed it.
Oh, okay.
Well, so
and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you're also having an event with the Garden Club, correct?
we are. We're so happy to co-host again this year on July. I'm going to double check my date to make sure I don't mess that up. The Garden Walk is on July 18th from 10 to 3. And we are hosting vendors. So if you are looking, are a vendor and would like to apply, you may go on our website and apply there, and then we'll be in contact with you. So we'll have a vendor show going on, as well as if you are a gardener and your backyard or a neighbor's backyard has beautiful flowers in them, you can create a bouquet, and those will be on display and voted on by all the people who come from the Garden Club on the walk. Also, there'll be professional judges coming in to judge those bouquets as well. Oh, wow. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We will be having a plant sale on our location here, as well as they can come in and tour the exhibit as well. We're a bathroom stop, an air conditioned stop, and we will have cold beverages available.
Yeah.
As well.
And we have your address and the website on the screen there in the lower third. So anybody wants to write that down, they can. I did want to put a picture of the farmhouse up while I have you there. And you can kind of describe it a little there. Yeah, this is a picture off of our new website that we're extremely proud of during COVID-19 shutdown. We were busy inside the museum getting some things done, as well as revamping a new complete website. So if you I'm sorry, Carrie. Now looking at it, the parlor is to the left, which you rent out, and we'll get into that too. But that was added on, right? That was added on in the 70s, late 70s. Mm-hmm. Okay, so come July, you're going to start renting that back out too, I would assume. Yes. Unfortunately, with some restrictions with COVID, we are limited on the amount of people we can have in for the party. But we do have all our guidelines ready to go and can start. Matter of fact, we have been asked by people who are in the process of getting married. The restaurants can't handle the parties of 2025 in a thing. So we're able to host the rehearsal dinners here. And we have a wonderful caterer that Choice Catering, Cheryl, who's a Garden City resident, has agreed to come in and cater your dinner for you. So if you are looking for a rehearsal dinner for around 20 to 25 people, we could accommodate you very easily. And just call that number on the screen there, and they can reserve or set it up with you guys, right? Yes, or they can go to our website, and they can also email us asking about dates and times. Awesome. And then our volunteers check the phones daily, and they will get back with you. Yeah, speaking of the website, it's a great website. Really nice. Very nice. Very user-friendly. A lot of information there.
we're trying. If you go on, you'll see we have a whole gallery of pictures uploaded now. And if you hit the subscribe button, you can sign up to receive our emails about our upcoming events. So it's a great way to find out what's going on. And we promise you, we do not bombard you every day with emails. You probably get one maybe once a week, once every other week. But we do not sell our emails either. We've been asked that, and we do not.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what other events, any other events that are going to be coming up? I want you to make sure you get them all in there. So people watch this later, they'll be able to jot them down.
Okay. We're going to also have, let's see, new to us is our fairy garden workshop this year.
Oh, yeah.
July 7th and July 5th. That information is on our website. You can click on that to find out more. This will be an outside event unless of rain, then we'll move it inside.
Right.
So you will leave with either a fairy garden or a gnome garden of your choice. And proceeds from that are going to benefit the museum.
Okay.
And then July 10th and 11th, we're going to try something new. Our murder mysteries have been selling out. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, we cannot group in the sizes inside the museum. So we're going to do Zoom murder mystery. And it's a birthday party. And you'll get to go into different rooms. And the different characters, you'll interrogate them. They'll come to your room. And then when your time is up, you'll come back and everybody will tell us who they think. Because we've only had like 1 or 2 people ever guess any of our murder mysteries.
Oh, okay.
Done it. So those tickets go on sale tomorrow, matter of fact. And it's a birthday party theme. So someone at the birthday party gets murdered. And what we're encouraging everybody to do is dress up, party hats at your house. And then we're having a cake contest, a birthday cake contest. So decorate your cake and you're going to take a picture and send it in to us that night. And our judges will decide which group had the best birthday party and be awarded prizes.
That's a great idea. Right from the comfort of their own home, they can do it.
Right. And the good thing, too, is if you want to team up, say, with your children, but don't want them in the home with you, everybody can go on Zoom and we'll put you in the same room.
Right.
So we can accommodate people that way. And it's also helping to keep the population that the governor is still saying the high risk in that, giving them something to social with us and have some fun and some laughs. So we're excited about that one.
I do want to mention a few people before you go on.
Sure.
They're watching. Nora Fick says hi. Patty says hi. Lisa Clark from Autos for Autism's in there. Says hello. Sherry Weatherby Frost is in there. Erica Nicole from
Coopins, Poopin, Scoopin.
Yes. Scoopin. Erica. How you doing, Erica? Gail Nicholson. Don Nicholson's wife's been there too. How you doing, Gail? So yeah, we have a few people in there watching, which is always good. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, perfect. We are going to have Kiss My Glass return with us.
Okay.
And this one is going to be a little bit different also. We usually have 55 people here when we do her events. So what we're going to do is limit it to 21 people inside. And then we're also offering it up on Zoom. So you'll come pick up your kit from the museum. You'll go home. You'll create this while we're all together. And then you'll bring it back to us. Lori will take that glass back to her place and it gets fired and then it'll be returned here. So those tickets will be on Kiss My Glass. There'll be a link on our museum page. Those sell out so fast that we don't have time to put the links up and advertise it. By the time Lori posts it, people are already buying the tickets.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's July 12th at noon and then a second one at 3:00. So that one should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
For a history museum, we are really
active
with the times because we actually, during all this COVID, installed Wi-Fi up here. So it worked out wonderfully that now we're going to be able to use that Wi-Fi. Even for our showers, some of our showers that are coming up, they're having half of the people come for the shower and the other half are going to watch on Zoom.
Yeah, that's
to protect those great grandparents that, don't want to be out here yet.
You guys have kept busy, that's for sure. Don Nicholson's in there too. He wanted to say, me too.
Okay, Don. and also Gail and Don, Marketplace. We always advertise in Marketplace. We love Marketplace.
We got ours.
Looking for our events. A lot of times you're going to find them right in there as well.
Yeah.
Gail's great. She goes on our website, pulls stuff off for me.
They do an awesome
always
job.
got my back for me.
Yeah.
Great
awesome.
Supporters of the museum.
Yes.
So then we have our wood sign. I'm just going to grab it from behind me here.
Yeah.
This class, when we were offering it in January, sold out.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So what you do with this one is you get to stain your wood, you paint your truck, you put your words up there, and then it comes with these different little pieces. So the sun will come out, and then we'll throw in a Christmas tree, whichever ones you pick. She has tons of them. And so it's a nice little welcome sign.
And people will be able to make this? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you make the whole entire thing in one evening and leave with it totally finished.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool. Very cool.
That's on our website, and we have a class July 19th, the 21st, the 28th, and the 29th. And those we're going to be able to do outside. So people who are a little bit leery of coming in, weather permitting. If not, we'll move you inside, but we'll keep you social distance.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, and you are requiring, once you open, people do wear a mask when they.
We are. You have to remember that our volunteers are in that over 55
age group. Yes.
Age group. And so to protect everybody, that's what is being recommended. And we're going to ask that you follow that as well. So you'll get your hands sanitized when you come in. Not that we're going to touch the quilts or anything, but we still want to make sure they're good and clean. Right. And then we'll ask you to have a mask on, and our volunteers as well will have a mask on as well. Right.
And I believe you're going to take temperatures too before they come in, correct?
For our people that are coming to our showers. Yes. And they will fill out a health form as well.
Yeah.
And all of our volunteers have agreed to have their temperatures taken before they come in as well.
Awesome. So, is Jack still your historian there, Jack?
Oh, yeah. Jack is planning on being here July 8th, and so is Brill Brooks, longtime residents. And, those guys, they know everything.
If they have any questions, they're the ones to ask.
Yeah, or Jack will make up the answer. So you'll leave with an answer for sure.
Right.
But that's and then we do have 2 other classes we're offering up. These are made from China.
Oh, wow.
And you're going to learn to cut.
Oh, wow.
Mosaic them. So those are coming up as well. Check our website out for those dates and times on that one. Wow. And then we're going to have a wood box, and it's succulents in it. It's from a company called 21.
Okay.
And that's going to be an evening where you can come and plant the succulents, and then you'll take that home with you. And the other one that we have going on from 21 is you color on these.
Okay.
So you get to color it, sit there, and we're going to have nice music playing, and you can bring your adult beverage, relax, and then they get treated before you leave, and it's permanent.
Oh, nice.
So we've got that up on the website as well.
Cool.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few.
A lot of stuff going on at the museum.
A lot, and that's not even bringing us into October, November, or December of what's going on around here. So
we might have to get you back on later, eh?
Right.
I do want to mention that you do have Friends of the Straight Farmhouse. You want to explain what that is?
I do. Right now, with all this great news of what we've been working on, we did receive some difficult news. Yes. We put out our newsletter, and we were going to have our parking lot repaved, and the bill came in for $39,500.
Oh, wow.
So we needed a little bit more time to fundraise to get that to be doable. Unfortunately, Mother Nature thought we needed to do it sooner, and our drains collapsed in our main parking lot. So we have till March 30th to pay off $39,500.
Ooh. So we want to get this parking lot fund up and running.
We do. So we're asking people, if you have $5, $10, anything you can send us, we would greatly appreciate.
Yeah.
Or if we could get 39 people, give us $1,000, that would be done.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't it? But there's some ways that we know that you can, by becoming a member, would be a great way to support us. And we have on our website the different membership programs that you can be involved in.
Right.
There is a beautiful wall when you first come up into the museum with different levels of donors. The easy one to get on is the $500 donor. And then you can move up. So when you, we keep track after you're on there at the 500. And once you get to the next level, we move you up, and you keep moving all the way up till you get to the top. So that's kind of nice. You can do it in remembrance of someone. You can do it as the year your family got established in Garden City. The other fundraiser that we have,
the bricks,
is the bricks.
Yes, that's a cool.
So you can get a brick.
Yep.
And you can do that as well. So
now, what's the cost of those?
The bricks, the large one is, and I'm going to double check to make sure I don't get it wrong here. It is $75 for the large one that I just showed you, and for the 4x8 is $50 for that one.
Right, right.
And we do have a section for military only.
Yeah.
And then we also have a section with the Kiwanis too.
Yeah.
So
you have a real, it's set up really nice there with the flag and all that. It's really, really a nice setup.
Yes.
You guys do a good job.
Thank you.
We have our brick there as well. And I don't know, but we will be renewing our Friends of the Museum too. So.
Well, we appreciate that. We really do. Our members mean a lot to us.
Yes. Okay. So I think that covers everything at the farmhouse, right? Pretty much.
Pretty much. I think we got all that in.
If you think of anything else, just let me know. Mike, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, it's just remarkable how much they've done during a shutdown.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't shut down, even though they weren't open for people to come. They were doing a lot of work behind the scenes.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So I wanted to move on to the Autos for Autism. You're also on that committee.
I am.
And that's going to be different this year, unfortunately.
It is. Our committee started off looking so forward to 2020. July 20th, 2020 was our 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
And boy, we were on a roll. We were just going. COVID hit, and obviously we can't do a stationary car show like we've done in the past. So we moved on to looking at doing a car cruise. We were all the way set with that, except right now, insurance companies do not want to insure at this time, one-day events. And so unfortunately, we weren't able to get the $1 million liability insurance that we needed.
Wow.
So once we found that out, knowing that these students, they need us. They need this money that we raise every year.
Yeah.
Last year, we brought in $33,000 for our students.
Yeah, I think that was a record, right?
It was our record. Yep. And we were on a, projected to be around there again this year.
Oh gosh.
And then our kids have been out of school for 6 months by the time we go back in September.
Yeah. And
their routines have all changed. They're having a very difficult time. 83% of our students in the Berger Baylor schools are nonverbal. And so they're having a hard time communicating their frustrations right now.
Yeah, it's got to be rough.
It's tough. And we know as teachers going back, we're going to need some extra supports and things for our students.
Sure.
And we're going to need the funds. And we want to make sure that those things that we've done every year for them, we can be there and do, because they're going to need that reassurance when they get back into school that life has kind of got back for them, and what they planned and had is still there for them.
Yeah.
And so we decided as a committee to do a virtual car show this year.
Okay.
So we're asking our car guys and gals out there, if you would send us up to 3 photos of your car with any donation, we're going to put it in a video, and it will be released on July 20th. And you can watch it and see your vehicle and see other vehicles in there. There's going to be shout outs from our students to you, as well as to our sponsors that have sponsored us year after year after year. And I'll tell you, Carrie, my heart just, I cried when we're getting, look, I'm going to get choked up now.
Yeah.
Our sponsors said, no, we're still going to sponsor you.
Oh.
Your kids need this.
Oh,
and some of them have even increased the amount this year for us.
Wow.
And, you know, we were really reluctant to go out there to ask sponsors at this time for funding.
Sure. It's
and the one great thing about that is if you're still interested in sponsoring, you can go to the Autos for Autism website, which is brand new this year. And you can go on there as a sponsor or a participant, and you can register your car, or you can register being a sponsor, and you'll get an ad. And the other thing that we're doing different this year, Garden City Public Schools puts out a newsletter that goes out to all the residents of Garden City, and they're going to put all the sponsors' names in there. So your sponsorship will be in every single resident's hands this year.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of exposure. Lisa just put the website. It's autosforautismgc.com.
Yep, and it's beautiful. And that was all done by volunteers as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if you go check that one out, there's past videos on there. We're also going to have a little bit of a flashback, if you will, to the different years of autos. And we're going to be showing different pictures from the different years.
Oh, wow.
Of the past 20 years of car shows.
Yeah, I've been a judge, and I'm going to miss it. You know, that was really special. I really enjoyed that, and it was an honor, actually, to do it. So let's get those donations in, not only to Autos for Autism, but to the Farmhouse, too, for that parking lot. We're going to try and do whatever we can to get that for you.
We certainly appreciate it. We really, truly do.
Yeah.
For both hearts, you know, my heart goes out to both organizations and that. So you can help at any way possible. We would greatly appreciate it. And by coming up and having fun with us at our events, we benefit from that, because each event we do, part of that proceeds, all of our artisans give us back from that as well.
Now, let me ask you, Kim, you're going to open July 8th. Your hours are still going to be Wednesdays and Saturdays, 12 to 3?
That's correct.
Now, for the quilt show, will you extend any hours for that or no?
We're looking to possibly do something in August in an evening or two that we'll post up.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of trying to figure out with the guidelines how we can do something like that.
Yeah.
And we will open for groups. Just give me a call or send an email through the our Facebook or our website, and we'll hook you up. We'll bring you in. So if you feel safer being in a very small group, we'll accommodate you.
Awesome. Yeah, let's get that parlor rented out too. People want to have a little party or shower or whatever. You still get 50% capacity in there.
Yes. Yeah, we sure do. And Choice Caterer, we've talked with them. So if you're not sure, she'll come in and she'll serve your guest. She's great. She's working on all kinds of things for us, and we'll work with you. She's wonderful. So, don't let that stop you.
Yeah. Just make sure if you visit the museum to have your mask with you. So
please.
Everybody's got a mask up.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is a little early yet to talk about Christmas, but we talked about a little bit yesterday. You want to explain what's going to go on there? You got something really special lined up.
we are really excited. Last year, if you remember, on your show, you had the Boyce family on.
Yes.
Who has the home on Maplewood that decorates
Yep.
all up in that. And they had announced that that was going to be their last year. So we reached out to them and we said, hey, what are you going to be doing with all your decorations and things?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, well, some of the family wanted a few things, but why? And we said, well, we kind of thought maybe that we'd be a good home for it. So they brought over a lot of the decorations, the carousel and the Ferris wheel and the houses and that. So we're going to be able to put them up on our property this year. And working with the Downtown Development Authority when they do their tree lighting ceremony in December, we're going to try to have everybody come back to the Historical Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. and Mrs. Boyce are going to be here, and they're going to throw the switch, and they're going to light the farmhouse up for really the first time, because we really don't decorate with lights and that outside of the museum. So
that is going to be so awesome.
We're excited about that. And then I heard the Jolly guy himself is going to be here.
Yeah.
So there'll be a chance to have photos with him. And of course, we'll do some Christmas caroling and have some cookies. And on display this year will be a collection of Santa Clauses that has been donated to the Straight Farmhouse from Dan Dare.
Yeah, that display is awesome.
So those will be all over the museum. If you haven't had a chance to see those, they're spectacular.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Wow, that's going to be so special. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, I don't know if I mentioned, but Mayor Randy Walker's in there too. I don't know if I mentioned Mayor.
You did not.
Hello, Mayor. How you doing? Sorry about that.
We don't want to miss him, Randy.
No. Sherry Misfud, she says hello to Kim.
Hey, Sherry.
Yeah, and Sherry Frost says, oh, so fun. She's looking forward to it. So lots of stuff going on, Kim.
We just keep continually, this community just amazes me. It really does.
They support, don't they?
They do. They really do. And, I should mention too, we welcome anybody that would like to write or journal what took place during COVID-19, your kids, color, get their feelings. If you drop those off at the museum, we're going to be compiling a history book to be kept in the collection of what happened in Garden City and what took place during the COVID. So I would welcome pictures that the kids color, their artwork, anything, and adults as well. So if you have any articles or poems that you may have written or a piece of art, I've seen some beautiful things on Facebook that people have created.
Yeah, even puzzles, really nice puzzles.
Yeah.
A lot of puzzles.
So, right. So you could take pictures of the things you've done and you can submit them up here so that we can compile them. And we lost Mary Jane Schoberg this year.
Yes.
And to COVID.
Yes.
And Mary Jane was, one of the three women who got this place. And Mary Jane was very instrumental in securing the financial part of this. Yeah. And if you knew Mary Jane or you have a special story that you served with her on a committee or something, you grew up by her on the street, or she was in so much, the garden club, the women's committees, the library. If you send us via email, we are compiling a special newsletter that will go out and be kept here in the history books to honor this legend of our city, because she really did a lot of things in Garden City.
She really did. Yeah, she's missed, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, we would encourage that as well.
Yep.
She was on both the school board and the city council.
Yes, both school board and city council. Well, Kim, I think we covered everything, unless there's something else.
I'm sure there's stuff I've missed, and I'll hear from my board, trust me. But we know we can always get you again, Carrie. And we thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to share not only about the farmhouse, but also about the fun event that you can get your car clubs together and have a little party at your own homes and watch the videos and montage of all these great cars.
Yes, let's get them donations in too for both Autos for Autism and the farmhouse. We want to get that new parking lot for you too. So a lot of stuff going on, and like you said, this community supports everybody. It seems they do a great job.
They really do. And follow us on Facebook. If you've not liked our Facebook page, Gil Stockton is the person in charge of there. And I'll tell you, the photos and the stuff he digs up and puts on there for us, it's a great read every day. You learn a little bit about Garden City that you probably didn't even know. He
does a really, really good job. And yeah, check out that new website too, straightfarmhouse.org. Very, very nice. A lot of good information there.
All right.
All right. Well, Kim, thank you very much. Once again, Mike, did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, I was just amazed at all the stuff they do.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff for sure. You always have a platform here, Kim. You need it.
Appreciate it.
And we appreciate you coming on. So you take care, okay?
Very much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Night. Awesome. And that was Kim Marquette from the Straight Farmhouse Museum. She did a great job tonight. I urge you to stop by. Yeah, bring the kids, take a tour of the history there. You won't regret it. Believe me, there's a lot of good stuff over there. Now, in case you did tune in late tonight, this show will be on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube page right after the show. So you'll be able to view the entire interview at your convenience. Jot down all those dates that they mentioned and everything else. Right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to get Mike in here now. I know. Do you remember the words, Mike?
I'll try.
All right. Here we go.
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day.
Okay, it's time for some community announcements. So let's get Mike in here.
You know, Mike, it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die.
Oh, now I know you've been practicing since you've been off. Very good. Very good. So what you got over there? I know the mayor sent us some stuff.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff from the mayor here. Garden City updates.
Yeah.
The Kmart site is being cleaned up this week. Yep. Construction, however, is on hold until gyms reopen and they start bringing in revenue.
Right.
McDonald's has started some work on the vacant lot north of the current McDonald's to prepare for construction.
Mm-hmm.
Some COVID number updates. Garden City's had 159 confirmed cases and 15 deaths. The state of Michigan, 62,306 confirmed cases.
Actually, yeah, he mentioned another death today. We had one 95-year-old woman passed away today.
Total COVID deaths
for the state,
5,887. The daily confirmed cases for this last day were 353 with 19 deaths.
Well,
road construction update. This is a
lot of stuff.
Subject that I'm particularly interested in.
You're very familiar with.
Yeah, driving down that street. Concrete reconstruction. Fairfield reconstruction, Maplewood to James, is complete, only requiring restoration. The Gilman reconstruction, Warren Road to Cambridge, concrete pour of Gilman on both sides is complete. Contractor is to conduct a concrete pour of previously removed southwest intersection today. The Cardwell reconstruction, Warren Road to Cambridge, contractor is currently conducting existing pavement removal on the east side of the street.
Okay.
Asphalt streets, the Hubbard reconstruction, Ford to Marquette is undergoing new storm installations, limited traffic travel during normal working hours. The Donnelly reconstruction, one that I'm particularly interested in, from Hubbard to Farmington, currently undergoing grading and stabilization. Yeah, there's about a 2-inch gap between the street and the side street, so drive carefully on and off of that spot. Limited traffic travel on the Pardo reconstruction, Farmington to Radcliffe, currently undergoing grading and stabilization. Limited traffic travel bridge reconstruction, Merriman to Moeller, pending future grading and stabilization. A rough street terrain travel on Windsor reconstruction, pending future grading and stabilization. Rough street terrain travel on Roslyn reconstruction, currently on hold per Hennessy engineers. All proposed dates for scheduled work is weather permitting. And Tom seems to indicate you can take the day off, maybe tomorrow, but all next week.
Yeah,
it's going to be nice and warm and dry.
Yeah.
The 2020 sidewalk replacement program, various locations, gapped time hazards in the northeast part of Garden City. Previously removed sidewalks have been replaced with new concrete. Restoration is currently in progress. No return date is set for contractor to return to continue the program.
So how are they coming on your street though, really? I mean,
they do a lot of work. We've got a lot of dust.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
it's a mess.
There are times when you have to dodge the big pieces of equipment,
right,
or the cone barriers that they've got over the various drains and so forth.
Have they pretty much been sticking to it though? I mean,
they were. I thought they did quite a bit of work in April and May, and then it seemed like they kind of weren't doing anything in June. I even commented about it at the city council meeting, but that was because they were waiting to get the right mix for the next stuff that was going to go on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And they aren't in a hurry to just asphalt one street when they've got several that are going to need to be done.
Right.
They'd like to be able to get on a schedule and do them all at the same time.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, some other events.
Yes.
Tuesday, August 25th will be the 5th annual charity golf scramble for Champions of Garden City. Links at Gateway, 33290 Gateway Drive in Romulus. 8 a.m. registration, 9 a.m. shotgun start. Course prizes, longest drive, closest to the pin, Vegas hole, and putt for dough. Entry fee is $75 per golfer, $50 of which is tax deductible. They say we need your help. The Champions program is focused on scholarship-based mentoring program targeting at-risk students. I guess it's been very successful.
Yeah.
So again, this Champions of Garden City is privately funded by people like you, alumni and citizens who care about the school and the community that help shape who we are today. Join us in this great opportunity to give back to the students. Thank you for considering. From the grateful Garden City alumni. For more information, contact Kelly Mendez at mendezk@gardencityschools.com, 734-762-8350, or register online at Champions Golf Outing.
That's another great cause. That mentoring for those kids really, really helps out.
Yeah, it's made a lot of difference in some kids' lives who might have been lost and fall through the cracks otherwise.
Yep.
If you can't be there on August 25th, but still want to support this great program, click on this link and choose a sponsorship package, Champion Support. All proceeds benefit Champions of Garden City. Some historical museum notes that we've gone over. The Garden City Garden Club, in partnership with the Garden City Historical Museum, is having a backyard bouquet contest.
Yeah.
Do you have a yard full of lovely flowers and like making bouquets? This will be fun for you. The contest is free and open to all ages, non-professionals only.
Yep.
You cannot be an employee of a florist shop or teach flower arranging. Flowers must be grown in front or backyard in Garden City or local surrounding cities. Do not use flowers or greens purchased from a store. Arrangements may be put in any vase or container you choose. Arrangements will be dropped at the Straight Farmhouse, 6221 Merriman Road, on Friday, July 17th between 5 and 7 p.m. are on Saturday, July 8th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Judging, there will be 2 types of judging. There'll be a People's Choice Award. People attending the garden walk will be asked to vote on their favorite arrangement. We will have judges also from local floral shops. Emphasis will be placed on quality and condition of the flowers, how the flowers complement each other within the arrangement, design, balance, proportion, color harmony, how the container works with the bouquet. Flower arranging tips include pick one flower to be the wow flower and center of attention, vary the textures and shapes of the flowers and greens, create depth by having variety of heights, add the greens last. And this is all going to be done in conjunction with the Garden City Garden Walk, which takes place between 10 and 3. There will be beautiful gardens, a vendor show that was mentioned on our program, the plant sale, quilt exhibit, door prizes at the Historical Museum. Tickets are $10 and they're available at Barson's Greenhouse.
Right.
And then the Garden City Garden Club is sponsoring the 26th annual Garden Walk. They highlight beautiful gardens. I just
pretty much covered all that.
Yep. Door prizes, proceeds will fund our high school scholarship and community gardens.
Yep.
And I have some notes from Kiwanis.
Okay.
The Kiwanis was asked after our big fundraiser with a great pig race, which we luckily got in just before coronavirus hit.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
That was very fortunate.
Yeah.
Says, well, what do you do with all this money that you raise? It's a very valid question.
Yeah.
And so I have a list of things that we do, the Kiwanis do with the money.
Okay.
They provide a Christmas party for 100 plus Garden City second graders every year. We've sponsored the Kids Day in the Park for several years. We provide the Dictionary Project, which gives a dictionary to all third grade students in Garden City. We make donations to the Garden City High School Music Department, to the Garden City Foundation for Educational Excellence. We sponsor a Key Club at Garden City High School. We sponsor Key Club members to go to the Student Leadership Conference. We donate to the Champions Program, which we just mentioned, Garden City High School. Donation to the Lyman Foundation of Burgess Schools. Sponsor Garden City Elementary PTA Color Run. We sponsor a Garden City Youth Athletic Association team. Sponsor the Garden City Figure Skating Club's annual ice show. Partner with Family Resource Center. Provide welcome baby baskets to families in Garden City with children under 1 year old. Sponsor the Garden City Public Library's summer reading program. Partner with the library to provide the Easter extravaganza. At least we did that in the past. Donation to the Garden City United Needy Family Fund. Sponsor programs at the Garden City Historical Museum. We provide a meal once a year at the Cougar Care Cafe. Donation to the City of Garden City for Nankin Transit tickets. Program for seniors. Donation to Mott's Children's Hospital for their child life services. Donation to American Cancer Society. Donation to the Arthritis Foundation. Participate and support the DDA's annual chili cook-off each year. Participate and support the Santa Fe Parade each year. And we were trying to have a movie night in June, but it doesn't look like that's going to work out in June, although we're still planning on doing it. But
maybe
coronavirus has kind of put us on hold. And while the coronavirus was going on, we still managed to make a donation of a meal to the Garden City Fire Department.
Sweet.
A meal to the Garden City Police Department.
All the first
and
responders.
A donation to the food bank.
All the frontline workers, a lot of them. Awesome.
So that was some great stuff.
So yeah, a lot of stuff Kiwanis supports, believe me.
And I have to remember to wrap that up by giving a statement. Kids need Kiwanis.
Yes.
We do a lot of stuff for them, and it's very valuable.
Absolutely.
I'd like to make an announcement that many of us have been looking forward to, that Garden City Cafe has survived the coronavirus.
Yeah.
They've done some extensive remodeling inside. They've opened up yesterday.
Mhm.
I guess they had a grand opening
Mhm.
ribbon cutting ceremony about 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I happened to drive by around 12:30 and says, "Oh, look at all those cars." So I went in and had lunch. And then my wife said, "Well, what about me?" So when she got home from work, we went back for dinner.
Yeah, you don't let
saw
leave
Nora
her
and
out.
Patty Fix there. They, as usual, they have great food. They've added pizza, which is going to be a big item, I think, for them, because they're even going to make pizzas that are larger than the typical ones that you get at most pizza places.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking at adding a Sunday breakfast brunch sometime down the road.
Yeah, we'll see.
But,
yeah.
As usual, the food we had there was excellent.
Yeah, there's no breakfast now, so
no
I don't want people to.
No breakfast. They're open from 11
to
a.m.
midnight.
to midnight, 7 days a week.
Right.
All
All right, let me just mention this real quick, Mike, while
Okay,
you're
I got
finding
one
anything
more.
else.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys are tired of finding the newspaper that's thrown in your driveway every Saturday morning.
Oh,
But if you are in the Garden City Buzz, it's going to be in your, here's a prototype of it. It's going to be in your water bill for July and August. And there's phone numbers in there that you can call to stop that. Personally, I think it's littering,
yeah.
but supposedly they can do it. They're allowed to do it. But the mayor went and posted this in the City Buzz where you can call the number and tell them you don't want that paper anymore. It looks like litter. It looks like blight to me. So please call that number. But there's a lot of information on here. You know, we don't have the Garden City Observer anymore. So this is one way that the city can, put some information right in with your water bill, different ordinances for barking dogs and all that, all kinds of stuff. So, don't throw it away when you get your water bill.
The newsletter coming out from the public schools is very informative too.
Yes,
Everybody gets a copy of that.
Yep, exactly. Go ahead, Mike.
I got one more, I think, out of the marketplace. It concerns a lucky squirrel. The June 20th event was canceled because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
The July 18th and hopefully August 15th and September 19th are still on. The July 18th will take place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Garden City Town Center parking lot at 5866 Middlebelt Road. There'll be food, baked goods for sale too, arts, crafts, antiques, and more. Free admission and free parking. Lucky Squirrel is one of the largest flea markets, craft, and vendor shows in the Metro Detroit area with a full array of art, jewelry, yard art, pallet board creations, homemade goods, pet products, crafts, vintage wares, books, toys, tools, and lots more. Vendor space is still available. Call the DDA at 734-261-2830 or email Teresa at downtowngardencity.com. You can also check their Facebook page and their website.
Sherry Weatherby Frost, I just put it on the screen here. She says, as a parent whose children have directly benefited from the great work of the efforts of Kiwanis, she thanks you.
Well, she's more than welcome. And that's our purpose. We're glad to do it.
Yeah, we're glad. Absolutely, for sure. And I'm going to put Lisa Clark up here on screen, the Autos for Autism website, autosforautism.com, autosforautismgc.com. I'm sorry. Make sure you copy that, make your donation, get your pictures of your cars in there. They would appreciate it. And don't forget the Farmhouse Museum as well.
Yeah.
Becomes friends of the Farmhouse. Order a brick. Maybe your family would want a brick. A lot of ways of donating to the Farmhouse, so they would appreciate it. Is that it, sir?
That's it.
All right, that's pretty
Great
good.
to be back.
Yes, absolutely. Good to have you back. All right. Now remember, if you're interested in coming on the show, we would really love to have you as a guest. Maybe you know someone who might even be interested. If so, it's very easy. You can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com. Send us your name, email address, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. During this time, we can do the show remotely and safely, just like we're doing it tonight. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization. You'd love to share your information with us and the surrounding communities. If so, contact us today, and we look forward to hearing from you. I was going to say something. Darn, I can't remember now. Oh, well. Okay, it's time for my PSA now, Mike. Please continue your physical distancing. Continue to wash your hands. Very important. And by all means, wear your mask when you're out in public places. It not only protects you, but others as well. Mike's got his on there. What one you got?
Oh, this is a homemade one.
Okay.
I
got a Michigan one.
My wife made about 4. My daughter made about 4 and sent them from Gladwin.
Awesome.
We got one from Blue Cross. So
yeah, I got one from Blue Cross. I haven't wore that one broken in yet. Hey, also check on your neighbors and especially your seniors because, they're very susceptible. Remember, we're all in this together and we will all get through this together. And with that said, Mike, I think we're ready to call this a
podcast.
I missed that too.
Yeah.
Special thanks to our guest, Kim Marquette from the Straight Farmhouse Museum. She did a fabulous job.
She sure did.
A lot of great information. Remember to visit them. They're going to be opening July the 8th, and their hours are going to be Wednesday and Saturday from noon to 3 p.m., and they're located at 6221 Merriman Road in Garden City. And like I said, if you tuned in late tonight, you're going to want to go back and watch this on our Facebook page or YouTube channel because there was a lot of great information. And as always, thanks to my co-host, Dr. Tom Iwinski. Fantastic job with the weather. And Mike, thank you. Great to have you back, man.
Yes, sir.
Also, thanks to all of you for tuning in on Facebook and those of you that have downloaded the audio and are listening. We really appreciate your support each and every week. Be sure to view this video and past videos at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late tonight, by going to our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat or our YouTube channel. Just search for GC Community Chat. We hope you'll check them out and feel free to share with your friends. And be sure to click on that red subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. Don't forget to stop by our website, gccommunitychat.com, for more information. And you can also download the audio from tonight's show by going to iHeartRadio. Just search for GC Community Chat with Carrie Parton or TalkShoe.com. And as I've been doing every week, Mike, when I sign off, we want to give a huge thank you to all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. You have been doing a remarkable job and continue to do so. We can't thank you guys enough.
Police Chief made a nice presentation about our department and how they're involved with
at the council meeting.
Yes,
that was very good, very good.
Involved with community service as much as they are with policing.
Yes, with all that's going on, that's for sure.
Yeah, you saw this crap about
defunding
police stuff
and all this
going on and
wow
around the country, and it's nice to know that the Garden City is leading the way with those kind of programs.
They really are. We could be a model for other communities. We really could.
And I get to go back to the academy in August. Apparently,
they're going to start back up. And okay, great. Yeah, you're going to want to.
We got one session in, and then coronavirus shut us down.
You're going to definitely want to continue that. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Be safe, and we want you to know that your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And listen, if you see any of these heroes out there, be sure to let them know how much you appreciate them, and they would appreciate that as well. All right, remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses, and they need the support now more than ever, that's for sure. A lot of them are reopening now, so be sure to support them when you can. And if you see something,
say something.
Yes, look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to drtomsweather.com. He's got a great user-friendly website over there. We will see you back here live next Thursday, July 2nd. July already. Ooh, at 8 p.m. So until next week, you guys, thanks for listening. Stay safe and good night.